Good morning, children. The same question which we were doing in the previous video, we are taking that up with some modification. In that question, children, you notice that the capitals of P and Q were adjusted on the basis of R's capital, right? But how it was adjusted? By bringing in or withdrawing cash, as the case may be. What is the twist? You have to notice the sixth point. Capital accounts of the partners will be adjusted on the basis of R's contribution, and capital account of old partners will be adjusted through current accounts. This is very important point to be noticed. That means in this case, business do not want to have the cash crunch. So they don't want their old partners to withdraw the capital in cash. So like in this case only R will withdraw 1,42,000, which is a big amount. So they don't want that the so much of money should be withdrawn by Q, because that amount if withdrawn will create cash crunch for the business. Point clear, children? Now let us see what changes will be made. Revaluation account, there is no change, children. So we'll be discussing only the changes here. As far as partners capital account part 1 is concerned, that is same, children, no changes there. Part 1 I have done the same thing here, but when I reached part 2 of the partners capital account C, where I wrote bank account in the previous case, I have made a change. In case of P, he was supposed to bring in additional capital of 32,000. So I wrote here bank account, but this time I've written P's current account. Because when current accounts are used, it will be used even for bringing in the capital and at the same time for withdrawing the capital. So 32,000 which P is bringing will be using his current account, and the 1,42,000 amount which Q is withdrawing, again I have written Q's current account. Noticed? Not bank account. That means temporary account of P and Q will be opened. Now I know in P's current account, against that I'll be receiving the payment in future. He will bring 32,000 and offer it to me. So children, what I'll do? It becomes an asset for me. So it will go on the asset side of the balance sheet. And children, Q's current account. I know in future the business has to pay 1,42,000 to Q. So that means it becomes a liability or a burden on the business. So it will appear where? It will appear on the liability side. This is the change which you have to do. That means where I wrote bank account, I am changing it to the current account of the related partner whose entry I am doing here. Clear? Now moving on to the balance sheet. The balance sheet, children, is same. No changes there, right? What change basically is there? Just small change. See here, capitals are same, but I have placed here Q's current account. Why I have placed here Q's current account? Because I know it's a liability for me. Sundry creditor, bills payable, contingency reserve, all amounts are same. And on the asset side, I have added 32,000 P's current account. These two new entries you can see, but you might not have noticed that the amount of cash at bank also has changed, right? What I have done, I have removed the capital adjustments from here, and there is no need for me to prepare a cash account also, because it is a small adjustment I can do in bracket. So original balance 87,000 plus 1,30,000 which was brought in by R. R brought 1 lakh as capital, 30,000 as premium. So 2,17,000 I am placing here. Rest, children, all the entries are same. So you have to basically understand the concept of current accounts in this case, and you have to learn where to place them in the balance sheet. The same question can come in a different way also, right? And the treatment will differ. And see, notice 12,68,000 was the balance sheet total in the earlier case. Now it has become 14,10,000. 14,10,000. There is a change in the balance sheet total. So evaluation of this question will be different, children, right? So you have to notice it carefully what the question is asking you to do, and the question is asking you in what way the adjustment he is expecting from you. Let me take up one more example, one more question of the same concept, children, so that there should be more practice, because this is very important case. I want my children to practice more. So let's read the question carefully. X and Y were partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 7 is to 3. Please note down that the ratio is 7 is to 3. On 1st April 2019, they admitted Z as a new partner for how much share? 1/4 share in the profits of the firm. Now this Z brought in 4,30,000 as his capital and 25,000 as his share of goodwill. The balance sheet of X and Y. We have noticed the basic points. Now we will move on to the balance sheet of X and Y. Notice the items carefully. There are capitals 8 lakh, 3 lakh 50,000. There is reserve, children. Always mark such things. Reserve 1 lakh. And we know reserves are distributed in old ratio. Old ratio in this case is 7 is to 3. So, moving on to next, workman compensation fund. Now, whenever you get fund like workman compensation, I hope you remember the entries. Here it is 1 lakh. You have to check, is there any claim against workman compensation? If children, there is a claim against workman compensation, then in that case, you have to first settle the claim. And if anything is left in the reserve, then that will be distributed in the old ratio among the old partners. That means, say for example, 1 lakh is the amount of WCR, workmen compensation reserve. If the claim is 50,000, which is the case, in this case, it is the claim is 50,000. So, old partners can enjoy only the leftover 50,000 rupees in old ratio in their accounts. Then on the asset side, we have land and building, machinery. Then we have debtors 2,20,000 less provision 20,000. Final value 2 lakh. In this question, we have cash in the balance sheet, children. So entries can be passed using cash also. Cash, bank, these are optional substitute things, can be used anyway. Now see the adjustment portion carefully. It was agreed that the value of land will be appreciated by 20%. Land will appreciate. That will make me happy. Happy means it is credit item for the partner for the revaluation account. Then machinery be depreciated by 10%. So a minus item. Then third, you should read very carefully. The provision for doubtful debt to be reduced to rupees 15,000. Earlier, you know it was 20,000. Question says reduce this liability to 15,000. So it becomes a gain for me, children. Because I don't need the reserve for 20,000. I want to reduce it to 15,000. So 5,000 is gain for me. Liability for workman compensation was fixed at rupees 50,000. You remember that you were having reserve of 1 lakh. Out of that 50,000 is claim. So remaining 50,000 will be distributed among the partners in their profit sharing ratio, which was 7 is to 3. Now notice, capitals of X and Y be adjusted on the basis of capital of Z and actual cash to be brought in or paid off as the case may be. So it is a question where we'll be using cash for adjustment. You are required to prepare evaluation account, partners capital account and the balance sheet of the new firm. Let's see. The working note should be prepared first. Calculation of new profit sharing ratio procedure is same. Let total profits be 1. Z share 1 by 4. So remaining profit for old partner is 3 by 4. Old ratio, children, was 7 is to 3. So X new share will be remaining profit 3 by 4 into his share in the old ratio 7 by 10. So 21 upon 40. For Y it is 3 by 4 into 3 by 10, 9 upon 40. For Z, I have to make the base equal. You remember the process, right? So I am multiplying and dividing his share 1 by 4 with 10 upon 10. So 10 upon 40. So the new ratio is 21 is to 9 is to 10. Clear? Moving on to the second working note, calculation of ideal capital. For 1/4 share, Z is bringing the capital of 4,30,000. So the total capital should be 4,30,000 into 4. That is 17,20,000. Now children, will be calculating X capital and Y's capital out of that. Now total capital 17,20,000. X new share is 21 upon 40, so 9 lakh 3,000. 17 lakh 20,000 into 9 by 40, 3 lakh 87,000. You have to do the calculations on your own. Just don't simply keep on watching the video. Must give a pause here and calculate the ideal capital yourself. Z's capital 4 lakh 30,000. Now all basics are done. Now I can proceed further to my revaluation account, which is much simpler this time. Before that, okay, children, let us do the journal entries. Cash account debit to Z's capital account to premium for goodwill account. 4,50,000 total cash coming in. 4,30,000 for capital and 25 for premium for goodwill. Then premium for goodwill debit to X and Y. X will get 17,500 and Y will get 7,500. Clear, children? This is you can say it is old ratio, but in this case old ratio and sacrificing ratio are equal, so 7 is to 3. Now see the revaluation account. Children, in revaluation account, land and building was appreciated by 20%. If you check the value, it was 3,50,000. 20% of that comes out to be 70,000. Provision for doubtful debt, you remember that we were supposed to reduce this liability by 5,000, so I've kept it on the credit side. I'm happy that my liability is reducing. Machinery to be depreciated by 10%. Original value was 4,50,000. So 45,000 I'm putting here. So when I calculated, I got a profit of 30,000, which I divided in the ratio of 21,000. 7 is to 3. So 21,000 for X and for Y it is 9,000. So revaluation account is very simple in this case.